Tonight, we're learning the first consequences for the suspects charged in BGSU's sophomore Stone Foltz's death. Foltz died from hazing involving drinking alcohol at an off-campus fraternity event back in March. And now 7 men charged in connection to his death have all pleaded not guilty. The charges for each defendant range from underage alcohol violations to first-degree involuntary manslaughter charges. The judge ordered all of them to stay away from one another and to be put on a monitor to make sure they're not drinking. They are also banned from BGSU's campus.
Each of those men came and went from the courtroom today while 2 people sat through the entire session, that being Stone Foltz's parents, Shari and Cory Foltz. They declined to speak with the media today, but our Tyler Paley talked with their attorney about how emotional it has been for the pair.
At the Wood County Courthouse, an emotional afternoon for Stone Foltz's parents. Their attorney telling us this was the first time they had seen the 7 men charged with their son's death.
This is an incredibly difficult time for them, and I think every time they come back into a courtroom and they, for the first time today, came face to face with these folks that have been criminally charged, it's incredibly difficult. And I think, it's going to continue to be that way, relive it, every time they come into a courtroom.
Sean Alto represents the Foltz family and tells us nothing today came as a surprise, but it was emotional and heartbreaking for the parents who, he says, are reliving the biggest tragedy of their lives. Yet they continue to look for ways to stop hazing altogether. That fight extends far beyond this campus.
The Foltz family plan all along, or their goal, has been zero tolerance across the country. Not just here at Bowling Green, not just in Ohio, but all across the country. And until that's done, they're not going to rest.
They're also urging lawmakers to take on this issue.
If there's any message, it's the message to legislators who are considering Collin's law. It's to push it forward now. I realize that the budget is important and their attention or focus there. It's critically important that they turn their attention to Collin's law now and get it passed before they head off for the summer.
I asked the Foltz family attorney whether the parents plan to be in court for future proceedings moving forward. He says yes, they do. Reporting in Bowling Green, Tyler Paley, WTOL 11.
Now, each defendant is due back in court separately in the month of July. You can find our in-depth coverage on Foltz's death and the investigation right now on WTOL.com and our free WTOL 11 news app.